Once, long ago, in the quiet mountains, Lao Tzu, the wise Taoist master, had a young disciple named Liang. Liang was a hard worker, so dedicated that he would often force himself to stay up all night practicing calligraphy, perfecting his garden, and constantly seeking ways to improve his skill. But despite his efforts, he was restless and never satisfied. The harder he tried, the more mistakes he seemed to make. One day, Liang came to Lao Tzu, frustrated. "Master," he sighed, "I work so hard, but it seems the harder I try, the more things go wrong. I just want everything to go right." Lao Tzu gave a gentle smile. "Come, Liang," he said, "let's take a walk." As they walked, Lao Tzu led Liang to a river, its waters flowing effortlessly over rocks and around obstacles. Lao Tzu sat down by the riverbank and gestured for Liang to join him. "Look at the river, Liang," Lao Tzu began. "See how it flows around rocks and trees without resistance. The river moves without force, yet it carves its way through even the hardest stones over time. It doesn't worry about where it's going, yet it always reaches its destination." Liang watched the river, and a calm began to settle over him. He had always tried to force his way through life's challenges, but the river didn't seem to try at all. It simply flowed. Lao Tzu continued, "In Taoism, we call this Wu Wei, doing without forcing. When you act with ease, you flow with life rather than against it. Imagine how life would feel if instead of constantly pushing, you allowed yourself to move with the current. What if you trusted the flow of things a little more?" Lao Tzu taught Liang that when we stop fighting against the natural course of things, we open ourselves to the guidance of life itself. The more you release control, the easier things can fall into place. In the following days, Liang began to practice Wu Wei. He approached his calligraphy with a relaxed hand, allowing the brush to glide freely across the page. Instead of pulling weeds in a hurry, he tended his garden with a calm mind. Soon, his work became more effortless, and the results were better than ever. Liang had discovered the wisdom of Lao Tzu's teaching. True mastery is not in the force of effort, but in the grace of allowing things to unfold naturally. The art of Wu Wei isn't about giving up. It's about letting go of resistance. Lao Tzu taught that when we trust in the natural rhythm of life, peace and joy find us effortlessly. Imagine moving through your day like the river, flowing around obstacles, moving without force, and allowing life to guide you. How might your day feel different if you approached it like the river? As you go about your life, remember the river's lesson and ask yourself, how can you let go a little more? When we release our grip, life has a way of bringing us exactly where we're meant to be. Thank you for joining this journey of Taoist wisdom.